Welcome back to the FOFB, guys, and facts are quicker on. In this video, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with the 144. So if you watch my content and my last video about this truck belonged to my dad and I bought it back, and under circumstances I have sent her away. This is the weirdest thing to try and steer. So Mike's lifted the back end up and I've got no power steering and we're going to guide it into the shed. Fucking... Jesus, I have to open the door to bloody turn it. Have you ever seen Toy Story with Buzz Lightyear? Oh. Honest to God, because there's no power steering, you ever see that scene with Buzz Lightyear, pardon the reference, Toy Story 2, when he's winching on the steering wheel in the pizza van? I had one job to pilot the truck and I've been kicked out, so Mike's now going to try and spin it around so it sits in this bay a bit more nicer. For you who have not seen my other content and my last video on this truck was my dad's truck, and he sold it when I was 5 years old, and this was the truck that and this was the truck that made me fall in love with lorries, and when he sold it I was heartbroken. It's why I've also got a tattoo of Buzz Lightyear on my arm. Buzz Lightyear's in the back, Infinity to Boulogne, and he sold, when I got the chance to buy it back I did, but I didn't have the money really to restore it. It was still in good nick and it's lay around. But now's the time, it's either now or never to get this done, and I'll tell you why I've brought it here at the end of the video. So while my lorry's just got a quick look at and going over and deciding what we're going to do, I'm just going to quickly load this dozer up with Mike, because this is what I'm taking out into Watford. All loaded on, chained on, every place got my flags, they put my front markers on, just them to do. This is a load for Friday. There's 3 of these going into Watford, so that'll be a nice convoy. Hopefully I make it back in time. I've got to go away and do another job of grabbing a bigger trailer, so I'm going to park this up around the side and then I'm going to go check on my lorry and find out what we're doing, what the plan is. So guys, this is it. I did not get rid of the 144. I know in the last video of this, you were all thinking like, oh, you've sold it. The amount of you that got in contact to buy it, I was getting a lot of stick, and there was a lot of people saying, see, failure and X, Y, Z. I don't fail, right? Trust me. I upgrade, okay? That's what I do. So, you know this truck. If you don't know this truck, this was my dad's lorry. He owned it, and he sold it when I was 5 years old. So what would that be? That'd be 26 years ago. Jesus Christ, I'm 31. And I wanted it back. I said it was my favourite truck. I said I'm going to buy that truck back one day, and then one day the opportunity presented myself, and here it was. It still had Buzz Lightyear in the back, and it still had his original registration on it. S1 SMC. That was my dad's private reg that Scania did not take off it and sold it with the truck. And the boy who bought the truck from Scania kept it the way it was, apart from he did paint it all white and paid a different shade of blue in the bottom. It's the wrong colour of blue, and our blue went up around the wind kit and through the grille. But one thing he did do, he kept this truck in really good working condition, even before I bought it back. I mean, look at that new air tank, all new cross members and that were done to this truck. He spent time and money on it, and even the engine, like, he never scrimped on anything, and everything was original Scania parts. So even though she looked a wee bit tired and a wee bit of rust here, it was in great condition. So when I got the opportunity to buy it back, if it wasn't mechanically fit, I probably would have thought more in my head than my heart. But I just knew if I'm going to buy one of these, this is the best one I could buy, and it is the perfect story to buy. But I did buy her back, and I didn't have the money to paint her at the time, and then I was working her, and then one day she cut out, and it was all to do with fuel. Well, I hope it's to do with fuel, because if it's not to do with fuel and it's something more mechanically wrong with the engine, this project is going to soar to a financial cost that I can't afford right now. And I was trying to get her running, I was replacing bits, I was doing everything, and honest to God, she would not fire. Even if you poured petrol on her and set her alight, she probably wouldn't she wouldn't fire. So first things first, let's get her running and firing her all up and mechanically sound, and then let's start the strip down and the stripping of the cab and all that. But I do need some parts, guys, as well, so get in contact with me on Instagram or Facebook Messenger, or contact Autoplant themselves, drop them an email if you've got any 4 Series parts, 144 parts. I need a door, can't repair, I'm just going to put a full new door on it. Anything, I need a new sunroof because there's a pod on there, so I will get that pod off. That's free to a good home, and put an original sunroof on it. And by the way, I'm not like wanting this stuff for free. I will buy it if it is reasonably priced and we can come to a good deal. Battery box, stuff like that. But she doesn't need too much, but you know, we'll consider anything. I'm going to make hopefully a custom A-frame for it. And that's the other reason I brought it to Autoplant as well. I can spend time in the project myself. I don't want to just go away and chuck money at it, because I don't have that, and then just pick up at the end. I want to be involved. I want to be here. And Mike and his team are amazing. I've seen the stuff they've done already. I've seen their workshop, which is incredible, and the restorations they've done already, and they're very happy for me to be involved, which is very nice of them, because some people wouldn't allow that, but they're like, no, 100%, and teach me along the way, because, you know, I've done painting, but not to a professional standard, so I'd love to learn that skill and just like push my knowledge more and more as I go along. This is going to be exciting, guys. Drop a like and give us a comment, and also hit the subscribe if you want to keep following us on with this project, because I do believe this is going to be a great story and a great journey to go along, to sound all like woo, corny. But I am going to get it done. Whether we get it done in a short period or a long period is another question. But the more we push everything, the closer we will get to this goal. I want to thank Mike and his team for taking this on and allowing me to do it in this process of being able to film it and be a part of it and everything else. I'm very appreciative of that side, and I appreciate all you guys as well watching my YouTube channel, which allows me to, you know, focus on goals like this as well. So hi guys, like, subscribe, comment, the whole shebang, and wait till the next video. Flat out, flat broke. Ooshed.